Imagine a city, not built, but carved. A metropolis of rose-red rock, hidden from the world for centuries. This is Petra, the legendary lost city of Jordan. But who are the master architects behind this wonder? What civilization had the vision and the skill to hew an entire city from the sheer cliffs of the desert? Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the secrets of the people who called Petra home. This isn't just a story of beautiful buildings. It's a tale of survival, innovation, and a legacy etched in stone. Before Petra became the breathtaking spectacle we know today, this region was the territory of the Edomites, a civilization mentioned in ancient texts, including the Bible. They were a Semitic people who settled in the mountains south of the Dead Sea, around the 13th century BCE. Well, they weren't the ones who carved the magnificent facades. They were the first to recognize the strategic importance of this area. They controlled the trade routes and established small settlements, laying the groundwork for what was to come. Think of them as the original pioneers of this rugged landscape. Their presence proves that even before the monumental construction began, this corner of the world was a valuable and inhabited place. Then, around the 4th century BCE, a new group arrived on the scene. The Nabataeans, originally nomadic traders from the Arabian Peninsula. They were masters of the desert. They were tough, resourceful, and incredibly business-savvy. As they transitioned from a nomadic lifestyle to a settled one, they chose this very spot for their capital city. Why here? Because they saw its potential. The narrow canyons provided a natural defense, and more importantly, they possessed an almost magical ability to find and manage water in the arid desert. This skill would be the key to their prosperity and the foundation upon which Petra was built. The Nabataeans weren't just skilled engineers, they were brilliant merchants. They positioned Petra at the crossroads of major ancient trade routes. Imagine caravans, laden with frankincense and myrrh from southern Arabia, spices from India, and silk from China, all passing through this city. The Nabataeans levied taxes on this trade, amassing incredible wealth. And what did they do with that wealth? They poured it into their capital, transforming the sandstone cliffs into a stunning testament to their power and culture. This wasn't just a city. It was a bustling cosmopolitan hub where different cultures, ideas, and goods converged. Let's talk about that incredible engineering. The Nabataeans' mastery of water is the real miracle of Petra. They designed a complex system of dams, cisterns, channels, and ceramic pipes to collect, store, and distribute every precious drop of rainwater. This system not only sustained a large population in the middle of the desert, but also allowed for lush gardens and fountains, a true oasis. As you walk through the Sikh today, the main entrance to Petra, look closely at the canyon walls. You can still see the channels they carved to bring water into the heart of their city. It's an ancient plumbing system that would make any modern engineer proud. Now, let's look at the art and architecture. What makes Petra so unique is this fantastic blend of styles. The Nabataeans were cultural sponges. As they traded with different peoples, they absorbed artistic influences from all over the ancient world. You can see elements of Greek and Roman architecture in the columns and facades, combined with Assyrian and Egyptian motifs. But they didn't just copy. They adapted these styles to create something distinctly their own. The most famous structure, Al-Khazneh, or the Treasury, is a perfect example of this Hellenistic-inspired, yet uniquely Nabataean style. Each tomb and temple tells a story of their global connections and their singular artistic vision. What about their daily life and beliefs? The Nabataeans worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses, with Dushara as their principal male deity and Aluza as his female counterpart. They carved their gods into the rock, creating sacred niches and high places for worship. Their tombs, which make up most of the carved monuments we see today, show their deep respect for the afterlife. These weren't just burial places. They were eternal homes for the dead, designed to impress in this life and the next. The scale and grandeur of the tombs also reflected the social status of the family, a public display of wealth and power. So, what happened to this magnificent civilization? Why did Petra become a lost city? The beginning of the end came in 106 CE, when the Roman Empire annexed the Nabataean kingdom. Petra became part of the Roman province of Arabia. For a while, the city continued to thrive. The Romans even added their own touch, building a colonnaded street and a theatre. However, the dynamics of trade were shifting. New maritime routes began to bypass the old land-based caravan trails, and Petra's economic importance started to decline. It was a slow fade, not a sudden collapse. The final blows came from nature itself. A series of devastating earthquakes, particularly a major one in 363 CE, severely damaged the city and its vital water management systems. Rebuilding such a complex infrastructure was a monumental task, and with its economic power diminished, Petra struggled to recover. Over time, the population dwindled. By the time of the early Islamic period, it was a small, quiet village, a shadow of its former self. Eventually, its location was forgotten by the Western world, known only to the local Bedouin tribes who continued to live in its caves and among its ruins. And so, for centuries, Petra slept, hidden in the heart of the Jordanian mountains. It wasn't until 1812 that a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, disguised as an Arab scholar, persuaded his local guide to lead him to the legendary lost city. His rediscovery reintroduced Petra to the world, sparking the fascination that continues to this day. What he revealed was not just a collection of ruins, but the enduring legacy of the Edomites, the incredible ingenuity of the Nabataeans, and the layers of history left by the Romans and others who followed. Today, Petra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It stands as a powerful reminder of what human creativity and resilience can achieve, even in the harshest of environments. When you visit, you're not just walking through an ancient city, you're walking through the story of civilizations. A story of trade, faith, and artistry, all brilliantly carved in stone. It teaches us that even when a culture fades, its legacy can endure, waiting to be rediscovered and to inspire us all. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to Petra. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more adventures into our world's incredible history. See you next time.